Welcome to the 8th oldest stadium in the country, Vaught Hemingway in Oxford, Mississippi, home of the Ole Miss Rebels, where the fans never lose a tailgate and don't plan on losing the game today. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer. Razorbacks will kick it off to get us underway. He'll return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Rebels offense takes the field for the first time today. And here he comes, just jogging onto the field, but what's going fast, the heart rates of everybody in this crowd, Jesse.
Well, this is a special player. All eyes in the stadium on this guy. And David, you know the defense, they're going to have to find a way to try to slow this guy down.
And he's going to touch it every single play. He'll be the main focal point. Can he handle the pressure? Can he handle the big moments? Can he handle this stage and lead his team in a big moment?
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a 3rd down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
The Rebels will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Playing a field position game as he makes the fair catch right at the 50. So Arkansas's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. One matchup to watch in this one is how well do the backers tackle in space, David?
Yeah, and you've got to have great linebackers to get this guy on the ground, and they've got it. So it's going to be an interesting matchup, a lot of head-to-head battles, linebacker versus running back.
Yeah, tackling him in space, but also covering him out of the backfield. These two dudes are going to be shadowing each other all game long.
And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. The give on the counter. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season?
And he didn't squeeze it, it's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Listen, there's so many athletic quarterbacks now that do the design runs. I got to make them pay. I got to physically hit them as hard as I can, as many opportunities as I get. They run the design quarterback run. Nice job being physical, forcing the fumble.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
That last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the...
All kinds of running room. At the 30. Bust through behind his pad. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got it down the middle. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Brings up 2nd down.
Off play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Daniels. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a 1st and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. And the Rebels trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. He'll just keep slinging it. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Touch pass on the right. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. He'll try to tack on 1 more. And the extra point makes it 7-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ranked teams having at it this week, and take a look at what's going down. Texas A&M is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Johnny Manziel, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Auburn. Just another week of college.
They get him for a safety. He tried with everything to scoop it up and get it out of the end zone, but they were there to stop him.
Yeah, and sometimes you get confused and you get lost when you're out of the field, but not that far. And I don't know how to explain this. I would love to give you words and break this down and be like, this is what he was thinking. I don't know what he was thinking.
The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. He'll try to pop the draw. Oh, what a cut! Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're getting this guy lathered up. Just finds that little crevice and he's still up. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Going up top on 1st down. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Getting late here in the 1st half, they'll have a chance to make this a 1-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points, and you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the 2nd half, because obviously, you build yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. It's complete to the left. And the Razorbacks will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. He'll come out throwing on first down. Got his man on the right. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. They're trying to get to him. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And that's crazy. 1 second you're the offense and you're thinking 2nd and inches, we're taking a shot, we're in a great spot. And then you give up a sack, and now all of a sudden you're in 3rd and long and you're thinking, uh-oh, we got to convert this, or we're giving the ball right back to our opponent.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. He's moving out of the pocket, trying to make magic with his feet. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. Trying to find his man on first down. Safe completion on the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Ball in the air, intercepted. Bringing it back. And the interception was enough. The return made it even better as he gets it down to the 48-yard line.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got him downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Unleashes one deep. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
That's a decision the quarterback would love to have back. Down here in this area of the field in the red zone, these windows, they close so quickly. Everything just has to be done a little bit faster. You got to be so much more precise, and as a result of being late on the throw, they turn it over in the red zone.
So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. As expected, they're content to run out the clock and go into halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. You've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far in Oxford today. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Vaught Hemingway.
And the Rebels will kick it away to start the second half. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Zings it complete to the right. The Razorbacks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They get to him as he throws. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Offense gets set for second down. Power football with the run. Running with power. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. They've got some work to do on this third and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Stewart. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Motion from the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. The Rebels get enough to move the chains. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They're going to ride this running back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Handoff from the gun. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Offense set on first down. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. From the gun, running back on the move. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Softened him up with a run, now to throw. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Got room on the return. At the 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas!
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're now down 9-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Arguably the game of the week, fellas, with 2 top 25 teams locking horns. Texas A&M is in serious trouble right now. I'm not sure some folks won't be asking for a refund on their NIL investment. A putrid performance in College Station. They're trailing by 21 to Auburn. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. And the Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking for a crease to the left. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. This is a big 3rd down. If they can move the chains, they can just about solve this game away. Caught over the middle. It's Daniels. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Rebels send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Looking to move it through the air. It's complete on the right side. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. They're going to stay aggressive here. 5 wide on 2nd and 1. He's right on target. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. 2nd and 10 here. He's looking to throw. Working that left side now. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. They're going to throw it again. Fires to the middle. What a snag by the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
When you're down late in the game, you got to make plays. It's really tough not to force the football. You can tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw earlier in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happened.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation